Sports bettors, we're going to make so much money tonight. I have 3 picks you have to get on, okay? So let's go through them. One is for Thursday Night Football, so I apologize this video's late, but you can't miss these picks. And by the way, the other stuff we gave out earlier today, looking pretty good. 3 to win 600, 3 to win 1500, 3 to win 2400. We're already 2 legs down. So hopefully we can turn this into a wicked cash night and you were able to get in on those. And then I also got a wicked 5-picker running right now. Kareem Hunt under 2.5 receptions. That's our play in the Cleveland game. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's find these sharp plays. Let's go through it, right? So we're betting on Underdog Fantasy. You should definitely get it as opposed to Prize Picks or on top of Prize Picks if you only have Prize Picks. And the reason for that is they offer better prices. On Prize Picks, any 3-pick entry comes out to plus 400. What you'll notice on Underdog Fantasy is if I go to pick them, any 3 picks I select, so you can see right here, any 3 picks you select is going to be 20 to win 120. So if you're thinking, hey, is that plus 600 odds? No, it's not. It's 20 to win 100 in profit plus your $20 stake back, so it's plus 500 odds. So essentially, Prize Picks is only giving you plus 400, 20 to win 80 in profit. On Underdog, you're getting 20 to win 100 in profit. So you're getting better prices, right? And what that means is for a 3-pick entry, the implied juice on Underdog, which we've gone through tons of times, so I'll try not to dwell on it, but the implied juice is going to be minus 122. So if you put it into a parlay calculator, 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, plus 500, right? So because on Underdog Fantasy, any 3 picks we select, it doesn't matter if we take overs or unders, our payout doesn't change. It doesn't matter what 3 picks we select. We're always getting 20 to win 120, 20 to win 100 in profit. So you're always getting minus 122 juice on Underdog Fantasy, okay? For a 3-pick entry. For a 2-pick entry, you're getting a lot worse. You're getting minus 137. And the reason for that is any 2-pick entry comes out to plus 200 odds on both Prize Picks and Underdog Fantasy. So they're both giving you minus 137 juice, which is a lot, right? Like if you think about it, 37 cents of juice on each side is 74 cents of vig or juice in the market. On DraftKings, there's only 45 cents of juice right here. On FanDuel, there's only 32 cents. On PointsBet, only 30 cents. So for a 2-pick entry on Underdog or Prize Picks, you're getting double the juice. Here it's 42 cents. So you're getting roughly double the juice than compared to the sports books, and you're also I guess I should have said but the advantage is they don't vary payouts depending on if you select the over or the under. So what you can do is ruthlessly compare lines on Prize Picks to those on the sports books, right? So the way that OddsJam works is pretty simple, right? It's just a bunch of odds. There's no BS. It's literally just real-time market data. It is a Bloomberg terminal for sports betting. Millions of odds, updating in real time, so you have accurate price information from every sportsbook. Why is this so critical? Every sportsbook in the market is an independent data point of what the line should be, right? So George Pickens, over 2.5, receptions. That's plus 100 on PointsBet. BetOnline's giving you plus 105. Pinnacle's giving you minus 102. So you can kind of see all the sports books are in line. The under should be juiced. The under's favored, right? All the sports books are juicing towards the under. There's not really value anywhere. There's not a massive line discrepancy. It doesn't look like there's really a bet here. But we have a good sense, essentially of what the sports books think the price should be. They think the under should be favored, right? But only very slightly, right? The under is juiced. The under is the favored outcome because the odds are worse, right? If the sportsbooks are giving you worse odds on the under, that's because they think the under is more likely. That's why the payout's lower, right? So, whereas for, David, you can see his over 2.5 receptions is favored tonight, at least on most sports books. Bet Online has the same price for each. So, if anything, if there's any bet here, maybe the bet would be, David over 2.5 receptions, but not good enough to actually bet. So let's ignore that. But the point is you can use OddsJam. It scans the lines, all the lines on Prize Picks, DraftKings, Underdog Fantasy, to find these line discrepancies either on the sports books, right? Like here, you can see Zach Gallen under 16.5 outs is plus 127 on Caesars, plus 100 or minus 102 on Pinnacle. So just a lot of value, right? And, all that means to me as a sharp bettor is this is a bet I want to take a look at, because I'm getting 27 and then 29 cents of improvement from two sports books, including the sharpest bookmaker in the world, right? So as a sports bettor, we're always looking for an edge, a leg up, and what OddsJam will do for you is just show you, here's bets where there's value in the odds, right? And you can determine if you want to bet them or not. Obviously, I'm all over Amari Cooper on the under because I just trust the math. I know the math works. The math works, right? It's just a matter of placing enough bets to get through variance, and this page will just print you money. You just have to understand the concepts, how sportsbooks make money, how VIG works, how no VIG fair odds calculators work. That's a very important calculator on OddsJam, no VIG fair odds. But long story short, here it should be pretty clear, given that every sportsbook has the under heavily juiced, the under is a lot more likely to occur for Amari Cooper under 4.5 receptions, right? If you want to bet on the over, the best line is on DraftKings. If you want to bet on the under, being able to get minus 122 seems pretty ridiculous. And you can quantify that profit margin in 6.63%, but this is the highest profit margin bet on OddsJam. Amari Cooper under 4.5 receptions. So if you didn't bet it earlier when I gave out this pick, definitely bet it now. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, pricing this at minus 162. They have the over at plus 120. So if we throw that into a zero VIG odds calculator, so let's go here. And again, browsing odds on OddsJam is free, 100% free. So feel free to do that as much as you'd like. Search for value. That's all that matters. I used to do this manually. I would scan the sports books one by one when sports betting first legalized and look for value myself. Made a lot of money doing it. Now it's a lot easier because OddsJam really has brought the power of real-time data, software, what the pros use, tools the people who bet on sports full-time for a living use, into sports betting for you, right? And it's free to browse odds. So what you can see here is if we put in the market on Pinnacle, plus 120, minus 162, the true price on the under is going to be minus 136. We're getting minus 122. Ridiculous value. So this play I unfortunately hit my max limit on, but I gave it out earlier. Michael Carter over 2.5 receptions in the Jets game. I do really like it, but I can't bet it, but you could bet it. And again, don't go with a 2-pick. You want to go with a 3-pick on Underdog. Damn. There was some pretty good value you can see on this under 8.5 in the Yankees-Red Sox game. It moved from minus 115 to minus 148. So again, as a sharp bettor, you're kind of like a day trader. You got to move quick, right? You can't be the slow poke. So next play we have is Miles Straw over half of a hit. Minus 122 on Underdog. Pretty ridiculous value. Bet Online, a very sharp sportsbook. No sportsbook giving us better than minus 145. Pretty clear value at minus 122 odds to the entire market. So I went with that. And then my final pick, which you'll see right here, is going to be Breece Hall over 1.5 receptions, which I also gave out previously, but I still like it. Boom, minus 122. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, pricing this at minus 156. Incredible value, 1% profit margin. Got to get all over that. If you created this parlay on DraftKings, you would be getting 20 to win $92, plus 360 odds. On Underdog Fantasy, we're getting 20 to win 120, right? So let's bet this. So we want to go to Amari Cooper, under 4.5 receptions. So regardless, what we can do is just go here. And if we put in 3 picks, so 1, 2, 3, right? 20 to win 120 is any 3-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy, whereas on DraftKings, we're getting 20 to win 92. 20 to win 120 versus 20 to win 92, right? So obviously 20 to win 120 sounds a lot better. So I locked it in. Got a lot of plays open. No getting on base for Alvarez. Please do not get on base. We got some 5-pick bangers going right now, and I hit this as well. I got close to the max limit, unfortunately, on Underdog Fantasy. So under 4.5, Breece Hall over 1.5 receptions, Miles Straw over half of a hit to record a hit. Let's cash. Let's make some money. And thanks for your time, guys.